Hey guys, let's take a look at how to find the slope-intercept equation of a line that goes through 2 points. No graph is given. They just give us the ordered pairs there. So hopefully you remember that this is the formula that we use. M equals y minus y over x minus x. M is just abbreviation for slope. The ordered pairs here, they are always x number first, y number second. Okay, so we take those and we plug them in, y minus y. So I'm going to choose the first y here. This would be -1, and then the subtraction sign should be right behind it, and then the second y is +1. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing with the x. Since I chose this y first, the -1, I'm going to choose the -3 for the first x, put a subtraction sign behind it, and in this case the second x is a 0. Normally, I recommend that you go use a fraction box for your calculator and let it do all of the hard work for you, and it will actually simplify this to +2/3. So that is our slope. That's step 1. Step 2 is we need to find the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept is represented by the letter B. So if I could plug in a y, an m, and an x, we could actually find out what the y-intercept is. And we just found out what m is. So look, this is what slope is. That is m. And we said that m is 2/3. So this needs to be the 2/3. Where could we find the x and the y? Well, take a look right here. Here's an x right there, right? And then if I used this x right here, then I want to use this y. And I can plug in the y there. We plug in these three, and we'll have our y-intercept all by itself. This y value is -1, so this y becomes -1. Now, the slope was m equals 2/3, so this m right here becomes 2/3. And then I'm going to use blue right here. This x represents this -3. This -3 can plug into this x, but they're multiplying the slope, so I'm going to put it in parentheses just like this. Okay? And then, hey, there we go. We've got our y-intercepts hanging out right back here at the end. Now it's just a matter of, would you please go and solve this? Well, once you figure out what 2/3 times -3 is, you just type it in your calculator, 2/3 times -3, and you would get -2, right? You'd get -2. And now we can just go and add 2 to both sides, and we would be left with 1 equals b. So we found our y-intercept, 1 equals b. We found our slope, it's 2/3. So write the equation. Well, all that we need is to write out y equals mx plus b. This 1 would go right here, and the 2/3 goes right here. So I'm going to slide this down, and we're just going to write that in here a little bit better. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. And this is the equation.